will say was interesting was the fucking conversation we had that led up to these moments. I think that people don't know how important assessing and adjusting is, because you could be one minor adjustment away from fixing something, or one lack thereof of something completely crumbling, just being by you just lacking that awareness or that attention to detail to be able to assess and adjust. So I think that a lot of the times people look at us and they say, I fuck with the platform, I fuck with the platform, but they really don't understand the amount of things that get presented for us to be able to sustain, right? And what amount of correction we have to make, the amount of humility we walk within, the self-awareness, the self-reflection, the team accountability, as well as in the self-accountability. So the interesting thing for me was the realization that I've come to about what's important to me. Because I feel like with success, it creates separation, right? And it's unintentional. It's not always intentional. Sometimes we see some great things that come to a halt or an end, and we be like, well, what the fuck happened? Why they was the best singing group ever, the best rap group, the best movie, the best series? Why? And people don't understand how many things and variables take place to keep that machine running. Like, we never really pay attention to the functions under the hood. You see a nice car, you be like, that's a nice ass fucking car. That's a nice Bentley. That's a nice this. That's a nice that. But you never really think about all of the work and wonders under that motherfucker that keep it going. And I think that when you understand how operations work, you know that all it takes for this one belt to go off and the fucking car won't start. The timing belt is like, oh shit, it's overheating because this one sensor went off, or the gas is burning because this is a hole in the fucking fuel pump. Like, it's so many different things that go under the hood that people don't get to see.
And ignoring it, how it can
get a big, you know what, fuck it, it's just a sensor. It's and then next thing you know, it's just all of that shit combined. And now you got a hoagie or a lemon, and the car just no longer work, or it's not as efficient as effective. So what was interesting for me was me realizing that this shit was important to me, because I found myself just within success. For one, being transparent is like just kind of showing up and just doing what was required, not really thinking about how can we push it. It goes down to maximizing your potential. And I read a book by Miles Monroe, and he was a great he articulated it great. I don't have the quotes from it, but just what I got from it, just a simple one of the things he said. Maximizing your potential.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Literally the name of it, maximizing your potential. And he was talking about, like, sometimes environments cause for us to do just enough to be the best in that space. So, like, I actually utilized that concept in my book, The Art of Accountability, and I was talking about essentially not maximizing your potential, but kind of, sort of. And I was like, think about it. Asking yourself, are you really pushing yourself to your limits? Whatever the case may be, where it's like, and that's what the title is called, pushing yourself past your limits. It's like, if you want to average the most in your basketball team, this is my example, and the person averages 17, you get to 20, you average the most. Who's to say that you really couldn't average 30 though? But you didn't really push for 30, you really just pushed for 20 because it was the best in the environment. His example was a car. You on a highway, you doing 60 miles, you might be going faster than everybody who riding beside you, but the car really could go 180. Are you pushing the car to its maximum potential? So for me, being in a space of us becoming more and more successful, whether that be financially, whether that's internally as men, just in our own development, as well as in a platform, I found myself just starting to dilute my focus. Like, oh, we need to be doing this, we need to be doing that, we need to be doing this. And it was spillage. And so the interesting thing that happened was me returning to, like, center, like, oh, what actually is important to me. And it was like, all of those things I'm interested in. But when it comes down to what's more important to me, I realized that it's being able to have these conversations like this, deliver it to the people, and just in this space, like, instead of showing up to set and dreading the process, like, fuck, we got how many? And it was never really that drastic,
right.
But I'm exaggerating, but it's just like, in general, just showing up, all right, we gotta do, all right, let's just do that, versus it being like that intentional effort. It's like when you've been married for so long, dating ain't as exciting. And then you get that spark back. You're like, you know what? I can't wait to take my girl out. I can't wait to take my wife out. I'm looking forward to that. And I feel like now that's what became interesting to me in this process, where, like, all of that stuff transpired to make me like, you know what? I can't wait to take my kids out. You and Ricky.
Yeah, I like that. And it tied into more of, like, marriage-minded conversations. We were talking about something before we started recording. But
anything interesting for you first before we go all the way in?
We'll get to that part later. Yeah, but the idea of, like, success, the hard part, the easy part is getting, the hard part is keeping, whatever.
Absolutely.
You can apply that ideology to anything,
Everything.
even especially with relationships. Because in the point that we spoke of before, like, the idea of, like, you know what it takes to get there, but you never been here before. So now you got to figure out what it takes to not only stay here,
yeah.
and also if you want to go further, whatever. So I was thinking like that, recently my friends, we were discussing like, you know, marriage or whatever. They was like, he waits to get married to start doing all this extra shit and da-da-da. And I was like, dead serious, like, I'm trying to stay married though, so I got to start retooling and stuff. For instance, I was joking talking about just like, you know, us getting a bigger space. I'm just like, yeah, like I think we need separate bathrooms. Like I think let's try that out, whatever. Because you
know my rule. Don't come in my bathroom.
Right. It is like, yeah, we got here with this, but why is it a crazy idea? Like now that we married, now we're trying to be together forever. Yeah. Let's maybe add a little more, you know, comfort zones and you'd be over there.
Especially knowing what your points are of your pain points.
Right. Instead of me being annoyed by you being junky and shit, you know what? How about you just have your own bathroom?
I won't even go in there.
Yeah, like
here in the sink, have a party. You know what I'm saying? Makeup on the sink, have a party. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
My toilet seat up. Don't come in here.
Right. Like literally every so it's like. Yeah. At night, we wouldn't know that till we got here. Absolutely. And, you know, that's figure out some ways to, you know, sustain that, whatever.
And shit, the same applies to the pod.
Right. You know, also, so we're talking about like, you know, being a unit, you know, you're big on being a unit, you know, you come from siblings and this way, wolf pack mentality, this and that, whatever. And as you was talking, I realized, you know what? As you always say, me and Ricky, only child syndrome. And, you know, me and my wife, you know, she comes from a big family. And I don't know if she consciously lands on like, pack unit, whatever, but you know she's a girl and you know it's all about aesthetics. So you're like, yo, like, so I was thinking when we go in here, let's match and this and that. I'd be like, well, I wasn't really thinking. I was kind of just wearing what I wanted to wear. Though it's like, but
I'm wearing purple, you wear green.
Yeah,
who
like
gives a fuck? You look stupid.
But I was like, but is she? Am I wrong?
Yes. I ain't gonna say you're wrong because that's extreme.
Okay, fair.
But I understand her point.
Yeah, and she be always kind of like, oh my god, why? I told her we could wear blue. Why you just had to do? I'm like, but I like this black outfit. I wanted to wear.
So if I'm you, I would just have her match me. Because that's the easier fix. She wants to match. You want to wear what you want. Match me. I'm not matching you. Simple fix.
Why you can't match her?
I didn't say you can't. I said you saying you want to wear black.
Okay.
If you want us to match, go find something black to put on.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? I think that because like I like matching. Like I like being in sync. Like with my shirt, like it get corny to me at a certain level. Like if it's too much, like the details is intertwining. Yeah. Like when I say corny, that's just like my variation. Like it's just not my thing. Corny don't mean it's like a rule. Like you can't do this. It's like it's just it don't look right on me. But if it's like I'm wearing like you know this tone and she come out with like you know or her bag is or
coordinated.
Her shoe, coordinated. I don't care to match, but coordinate absolutely because I can't be wearing stripes. You wearing polka dots. We look stupid.
Well, that's still too on the nose, but I'd definitely be like, yeah, what kind of gives a fuck?
Nigga come out wearing brown while she wearing motherfucking purple.
One way we went to, I literally had
like the fucking Ravens.
All rivals. I got yellow, she got purple. Steelers, Ravens. She totally pissed off. I had an all black, then she ended up with like a some type of orange dress, some type of Auburn shit, whatever. And she was pissed off at me because I was supposed to wear something else.
Auburn is different. That's not even orange. That's like fucking burnt orange. That's like fall color. That's like the door. Yeah, I'll be pissed too because that don't go with black. If she had regular orange, I'm like, Halloween. It could go, but Auburn, and you ain't got no type of pastel. No, you ain't got no all black. Bruh, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, maybe I could be, better.
Like when I would wear leather pants. I remember my old girl shit wear some like leather pants. Like we do little shit, like it make it cool. I like it.
That's fair.
I'm the guy that's gonna do the Christmas pajamas for sure.
Okay,
yeah, for sure. I'm waiting to do all that corny shit.
Yeah, those are things the same way.
Yeah, nigga, don't see that shit. Like, no,
you like I can see you in pajamas.
I can see you in pajamas. I'm next about you.
Let me take the picture. So those same way I look. I understand we can work on certain things. Like, let's do this for the agreement. I also like, I can do this for you as well. Exactly, adjust in your benefit as well, or to your life.
I think that's dope.